Lapre launches the money-making show with Don Lapre. He claims he built his fortune in a one-bedroom apartment. And now, for just a few bucks, you can buy his secret. The orders pour in overnight. Lapre becomes a household name and a millionaire. If you're ready to uncover more secrets behind the world's most fascinating cons, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. That way, you'll never miss the next twist in the world of cons, and you'll always be one step ahead of the game. In the early 1990s, the world is glued to late-night television. And there he is, Don Lapre, bursting through the static, all energy, and wide-eyed optimism. He stands in a tiny apartment, waving a stack of checks, promising you can make $50,000 a week just by placing tiny classified ads. He's not just selling a product, he's selling a dream. For millions of insomniacs and strivers, Lapre is the prophet of prosperity and the king of the infomercial gold rush. But behind the contagious smile and the relentless pitch is a man who started with nothing. Don Lapre grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, the son of working class parents, scraping by in the desert heat. He dropped out of high school bouncing from job to job, painting houses, selling used furniture, and hustling to make ends meet. Lapre was a natural salesman, always looking for the next big thing, but he was haunted by a fear of mediocrity. Watching late-night TV infomercials, as a young man, he saw a world where ordinary people could become rich overnight. The allure of easy money and instant fame was irresistible. Lapre's relentless optimism and belief in the American dream set him on a path where the line between inspiration and exploitation blurred, and where self-promotion became his greatest product. He learns early in America, if you can sell hope, you can sell anything. Lapre's empire grows fast. He sells books, tapes, and money-making secret kits. He promises anyone can get rich with his system. The pitch is irresistible. Financial freedom, no experience necessary. Just follow his steps and watch the checks roll in. He's the original side hustle guru, decades before YouTube and TikTok. But the cracks start to show. Lapre's credit repair business is exposed as little more than a middleman operation, offering information anyone could find for free. His next move, the greatest vitamin in the world, a supplement he claims can cure everything from diabetes to cancer. The FDA comes knocking, warning him to stop making bogus health claims. Undeterred, Lapre pivots again, launching internet marketing courses and multi-level schemes, always promising that this time, the secret wealth is just one phone call away. For years, Lapre dodges regulators and consumer watchdogs, fueled by pure bravado and the desperation of his followers. But as complaints pile up, so do the investigations. By 2011, the house of cards collapsed. Lapre is indicted on 41 counts of conspiracy, mail fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering, accused of swindling more than 220,000 people out of nearly $52 million. When he fails to appear in court, he's found hiding out in a gym, wounded from a failed suicide attempt. Awaiting trial in an Arizona jail, Lapre's story ends in tragedy. On October 2nd, 2011, he's found dead in his cell, having taken his own life before the justice system could finish what his ambition started. The king of infomercials is gone, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams and empty bank accounts. The lesson? Don Lapre's rise and fall is a warning about the seductive power of easy money and the dangers of unchecked ambition. He sold hope to the hopeless, and in the end, became a cautionary tale for a generation raised on the promise that anyone can get rich if they just buy the secret. That's the story of Don Lapre, the man who sold the American dream one classified ad at a time and paid the ultimate price for believing his own pitch. As the infomercial lights go out and the empire collapses, Lapre's story stands as a warning. But why did so many smart, hardworking people believe in Lapre's promise of easy riches? Let's break down the psychology behind the get-rich-quick pitch and the vulnerabilities it exploits in us all. Don Lapre's empire thrived because he grasped a core truth about the confidence game. People are not just rational, they're hopeful, restless, and often desperate for change. As Maria Konnikova writes in The Confidence Game, we are all vulnerable to being conned because we all have the capacity for belief. The con artist simply gives us what we want: hope, meaning, a sense of belonging, or superiority. Lapre recognized that millions wanted to believe in shortcuts to success, especially when trapped by circumstance or financial anxiety. He didn't judge this impulse, he weaponized it, making hope itself a product. Lapre never bluntly said, "Give me your money and I'll make you rich." Instead, he masked his intent behind a rags to riches narrative, presenting himself as an ordinary guy who cracked the code. R.B. Sparkman's research on manipulation highlights the power of subtlety. Blatant flattery smacks of dishonesty, but when flattery is executed in shrewd subtlety, it touches the heart of the person you're manipulating and stirs his human nature. Lapre's pitch was an invitation, not a demand, framed as a helpful revelation rather than a hard sell. Viewers felt empowered, as if they were making their own savvy decision, not falling for a con. Lapre's infomercials grabbed attention by promising the impossible, making thousands with tiny classified ads from your kitchen table. This incongruity, offering massive rewards for minimal effort, was so out of place that it instantly piqued curiosity. Blair Warren notes, things that are out of place, that don't make sense in a given context, or that confuse us will invariably grab our attention, and if exploited properly, will maintain it as well. Lapre maintained that attention with rapid-fire testimonials, relentless optimism, and a promise of secret, life-changing knowledge. Lapre's pitch worked because it satisfied several hidden addictions and deep psychological needs. The first is hope. For those facing dead-end jobs or financial stress, Lapre's system offered hope, a way out when all other doors seemed closed. The next is secret knowledge. The allure of knowing what others don't made buyers feel special and empowered. The next was the need to be right. Once someone invested, their ego became tied to the belief that they were smart enough to spot a real opportunity, making them less likely to admit that they had been conned. Then there's the need for control. The fantasy of being your own boss and controlling your destiny was intoxicating. R. Paul Wilson, in The Art of the Con, emphasizes that the best cons work not by fooling us, but by giving us permission to fool ourselves. Lapre's genius was in letting people convince themselves. Lapre's operation followed the classic confidence game formula. The approach. He targeted those feeling stuck, desperate, or simply bored. People primed for hope and change. The build-up. He built credibility with personal stories, testimonials, and proof of success. The convincer. He offered a system that seemed simple, exclusive, and urgent. Act now. The hoorah. The viewer, swept up in hope and engagement, made the call or sent the check. The blow-off. When the system failed, buyers blamed themselves or their circumstances, not the pitch, protecting Lapre's legend and fueling more sales. For many, the sting wasn't just losing money. It was the shame of believing and the hope that maybe, just maybe, the next secret would work. Some even became evangelists, recruiting friends and family, spreading the dream and the risk even further. Even after Lapre's empire collapsed, many victims rationalized their losses, convinced that success was just out of reach, or that they'd made a mistake in the execution. The true power of Lapre's pitch was that it allowed people to con themselves, sustaining the illusion even after reality set in. Lapre's psychological success hinged on charisma, relentless optimism, and persuasive storytelling, while his victims' vulnerability stemmed from desperation and ambition, a longing for a better life, or a quick escape from financial stress. People's lack of business experience or financial literacy made Lapre's pitch sound plausible. His apparent expertise, energy, and rags to riches story made him seem trustworthy. Testimonials and infomercial repetition created a sense of urgency and legitimacy. People's belief in the American dream, the promise that anyone could make it big, was too compelling to resist. Lapre's story endures as a warning because it reveals how easily hope, the desire for secret knowledge, and the hunger for control can override skepticism and common sense. By masking his intent, capturing attention with incongruity, and feeding hidden addictions, Lapre made thousands believe in the dream until the lights went out. As the confidence game formula shows, the most powerful scams don't just sell a product, they sell us the stories we most want to believe. What if a single invention could change the world and make its creator a legend? Next time, we journey into the mysterious world of John Keeley, the 19th century showman who dazzled investors with promises of limitless energy and machines that defied the laws of physics. Was Keeley a misunderstood genius, or the mastermind behind one of history's most elaborate scientific hoaxes? Discover how he kept the world guessing, fooled the brightest minds of the era, and nearly sparked an energy revolution built on nothing but smoke and mirrors. Don't miss this tale of ambition, illusion, and the eternal quest for the impossible. Subscribe now so you never miss the next unbelievable twist in the world's greatest cons.